society tells us women that no matter what our goals, no matter what our plans, dreams, careers are, that our biggest aspiration in life should revolve around getting married and having children. And that we need to get the ball on because our biological clock is ticking, especially when we hit a certain age. And when we go against the status quo, we're looked upon as freaks of nature that needs to be cured. But why? Why us women have the pressure of getting married and having children when the men couldn't do it at his own free will? Society tells men that, oh, you can get married and have children on your own terms. And when this question comes up, no one has the answer. Welcome back to my channel, Ask You Women Like D. And today's topic comes up when I see this Instagram post of a woman. She's holding a picture that says, I'm 30, I'm not married, I don't have kids, and it's okay. And the reason why I decided to do this was because I'm in that same boat. I'm 28, I'm not married, I don't have any kids, and I'm perfectly fine with that. So why society isn't? So I tried to research and break it down on to what my opinions are of that being okay, and for anyone else feels like the same. And this is no shade, no harm, no tea to anyone out there that do want to get married or have children. Like, I actually do want to get married and maybe have a child. But as I'm getting older and what I'm seeing out there in today's society world, none of it looks appealing to me to just marry anyone and to have kids just by anyone. So I'm going to break this down and let's just jump right into it. Now, mind, guys, if I'm looking down, I'm looking at notes because this was a rush topic. So let's jump right into it. We're going to start with the no kids part. And my reason why that's so okay, because it's not an equal role when having children. And it's not. There's this article called I Regret Having Children. And it starts off with a woman. She's 34 years old. She's a full-time worker, and she's devoted to her 5-year-old son. And she loves him with all his heart. And when they start to talk about parenthood, she goes on to say that she loves him, but she regrets having him. And that if she could do it all over again, she wouldn't, because she didn't want to have kids in the first place. Her husband did. And stating that it would have been a deal breaker. So I'm going to stop this right here. Anyone that tells anyone that any decision that you don't want to do or you're very hesitant to doing, and you're not trying to see your side, and you're not trying to have a regularly full blown on discussion about this, and they give you like this ultimatum of it's my way or the highway type thing, leave. Let them leave. They want to leave, leave. Because having children or anything that that you are like very hesitant on, or that you're very not have a full decision on, and they force you by making a decision with that, oh, if you don't do this, we're done. Let them leave, because this type of person is selfish, and they only want what they want, not what it may cost you in the outcome, but they only think about what their wants and their needs are. So if anyone tells you that, leave them or let them leave. Simple as that. So, okay, so after he said they were a deal breaker, so they have the child, but Indian Parenthood still put a strain on their marriage because she said he wasn't doing enough, and that in the end they got separated. And it's been extremely difficult because even though the child has to go to 2 different houses now, she's still doing 90% of the work. And the article continues to go on to how this uproar and this, this epidemic of men and women are coming out and saying that they regret having children. Basically, that if they could do this all over again, if they knew what they knew now, they would not have any children. Even from the average day moms to the psychotherapists and the sociologists that are doing research on this have written books and headlines and daily mails and created Facebook pages and about how they regret having children. And I hate to say that a lot of the women are getting more of the hate when it comes down to them expressing their feelings on parenthood, which is just, I hate to say, it's unsurprising because Isabella Doughton created a Daily Mail headline, "The mother who says having these 2 children is the biggest regret of her life." One commenter called Isabella a utterly miserable, cold-hearted, and selfish woman. And a sociologist, Ornan Doughton, with her Regretting Motherhood, a study based on interviews with 23 Israeli women, all anonymous. One critic said that she should be burned alive for her research, which that really angered me because there are murderers, there are, rapists, there are, dictators, ruthless dictators out there in the past and now that did way more than to just do research or studies on women just regretting having children. And you will be the last one to say, oh, they should be burned alive. But someone that's saying they regret having children, you saying they should be burned alive? That really angers me, and it really shows you how society and the pressure, so much pressure there is into women having children and being a good mom. Basically, you can be the most miserable mom in the world, but you have to grin and bear it and lie through your teeth. So society won't just crush you with all this hate and anger, and it's your fault that you're doing this wrong. So yeah, that's not appealing to me. You wouldn't have that. So that's probably one of my reasons why I'm just very hesitant on either just getting married, let alone having children, because there's so much pressure society's put on women that they don't put on men. It's a must for us, and it's a willing for them. Okay, so the second part is about marriage. Marriage is supposed to be this great and glorious and wonderful thing, but you and your partner coming together with holy matrimony, stating to the world that, this person I love, this person I don't want to see myself with, that's, to death do us part. In utopia, today's marriage don't last past 2 years from statistic wise. And a lot of people are looking at, why would I waste my time and money just being married to a person for 2 years? Marriage nowadays comes to 3 things: from ultimatum, for show, and we've been together for this long, I might as well get married to them. Not get enough reason for everyone else in the world with a brain. Marriage should come about when a person can't see themselves living without someone else. not because someone forcing them or because it's been long enough. No. In marriage, a lot of marriage comes with prenups. And I understand with some people, prenups are very important because money can make people do the most ugliest things. But that goes into the point of you have to know who you're marrying, of just jumping into marriage. You have prenup, have this what ifs that creates what ifs. In the marriage, you have 5 years to get divorced. If you don't, you won't get nothing. Or you have 2 years to get divorced. If not, you won't get this. And it's like all these created what ifs, which comes in a person's mind, and you're like, okay, what if it doesn't last? Let me hurry up and get out now. That's the problem. A lot of people get married to people that they don't even really know. And also other reasons why. Sometimes men and women have their careers that they work god awful hard for, that they don't have time for another human being to be there, to worry about. They are focused solely on their careers. And before you say like, oh, well, career's not going to hold you at night, career's not going to be there when you're dying, stuff like that, that's their choice. Respect it. At the end of the day, this is all about choices, people choices, and respecting it. If a woman choose not to get married, that's her choice. Me, and the reason why I say I probably right now, I still want to get married, but as I get older, it may not happen. And also when I say that it's not the center of my world of getting married, it's because look what is out there. People are not willing to work for anything, especially relationships. Especially if you don't look a certain way, if you don't act a certain way, if you're not, famous, Insta famous, Twitter famous, Snapchat famous, whatever it is. If you're not famous enough for them to get attention from. That's what it is. It's about attention now. And it's like, who wants to get married to that? What's out there now, a lot of it is not appealing to get married to for the rest of your life. I'm the type of person that I want to get married, not to just get divorced. I want to do it one time only. And that's it. So that is probably a lot of women views out there. We refuse to settle to get married to who? A man or anyone else that, it's not worth it? No. So, or women that have their careers, that have their degrees, that are studying, and God bless for the ones that are doing all together. You guys are great, but these are the ones that feel like, no, I don't need it, I don't want it, I don't have time for it. Respect the decisions. Marriage is not easy, and who has time to waste it on someone that's not worth it? Anyone that I spoke to about marriage, that's been married or got divorced and still married, saying it's hard. It's very hard, and it's something that you shouldn't take lightly. It's times where, when the honeymoon stage is over, is that you want them to be clingy, but they want you to be distant. Sometimes you feel like you're on the two polar opposites of the world, and you have to make it work. And that's the thing. People don't want to make it work. People don't want to work. So, a woman's decision to be single for the rest of their lives, for them not to revolving their lives around having children and get married, them are pushing back on the pressure that's put on them to have kids. Leave them alone. Stop asking them when they're going to get married at the picnic. Stop pressuring them that, oh, you're getting older, you're not going to get younger. You need to find someone. Stop telling them that, oh, their biological clock is ticking. Stop threatening them that they're going to be lonely forever. No, I'm not. That's definitely one that pisses me off. I'm be lonely forever. No, I'm not. Even though I'm alone doesn't mean I'm lonely. I'm happy and content with myself. So if you see a person and you know their views on not having kids and not being married, just say, oh, that's cool, and move on. It should be just as easy for you to accept for a person that do want to get married and have kids. And I don't see what is the gender differences of when a man can say that it's okay and a woman says it's not. So that is my opinion on this topic. You guys tell me what your opinion is. Now, like I said again, no shade, no harm, no tea to the people that out there that want to get married and have kids. That's fine. You know, hey, but for people like me, that it's not the center of their world, that, you know, they feel like, this may not be for me, and feel like that should be okay for everyone to accept. Tell me, guys, what you think about it. You can comment down below, or you can comment on my Instagram about this, and I'll see you guys in the next video.